Hello friends! Every week I'm excited to watch how develops and grows our industry. New products, new companies, new factories. Everything's moving forward, and so do I. And now, it's time to see what is new in power semiconductors industry. TSMC, the world's biggest contract chip maker, said it will increase its production of automotive chips by 60% this year, after taking what it described as unprecedented actions to alleviate the semiconductor shortage that is squeezing the global car industry. TSMC's remarks came after the company's second meeting with U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo to discuss the ongoing global chip crunch, which has hit a swath of industries from smartphones and PCs to service and automobiles. Ford Motor of the U.S. said it will halt or cut production at 8 factories in North America in different periods through June due to the semiconductor shortage. STMicroelectronics, the global semiconductor leader serving customers across the spectrum of electronics applications, announced that the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering (IEEE) presented the company with an IEEE Milestone for its groundbreaking work in a super-integrated silicon-gate semiconductor process technology, combining the high-precision analog transistors from a bipolar process with the high-performance digital switching transistors from a CMOS process, and with the high-power DMOS transistors onto a single chip for complex, power-demanding applications. Over the years, the BCD process technology has enabled revolutionary developments in such applications as hard disk drivers, printers, and a full range of automotive applications, among many others. In addition to pursuing zero carbon and zero emissions based on 3 themes of climate change, resource recycling, and coexistence with nature, ROHM will promote business activities in harmony with the natural cycle to protect biodiversity. The role of semiconductors, ROHM's main products, is becoming increasingly important in achieving a decarbonized society. In particular, improving the efficiency of motors and power supplies, which are said to account for the most of the world's electricity consumption, has become companies' major mission. In addition to contributing through these products, it is important to reduce the environmental impact of business activities in general, including the production process. ROHM accomplishes the vision by working to establish an eco-friendly business structure by using 100% renewable energy at both its domestic offices and in the primary production process for silicon carbide wafer manufacturing from this fiscal year. The worldwide semiconductor shortage will persist through 2021. And is expected to recover to normal levels by the second quarter of 2022, according to Gartner. The semiconductor shortage will severely disrupt the supply chain and will constrain the production of many electronic equipment types in 2021. Foundries are increasing wafer prices, and in turn chip companies are increasing device prices. The chip shortage started primarily with devices such as power management, display devices, and microcontrollers, fabricated on legacy nodes at 8-inch foundry fabs, which have a limited supply. The shortage has now extended to other devices, and there are capacity constraints and shortages for substrates, wire bonding, passives, materials, and testing, all of which are parts of the supply chain beyond chip fabs. These are highly commoditized industries with minimal flexibility capacity to invest aggressively on a short notice. Across most categories, device shortages are expected to be pushed out until the second quarter of 2022, while substrate capacity constraints could potentially extend to fourth quarter of 2022. Japan is planning to increase spending to ramp up local production of advanced semiconductors and batteries under this year's growth agenda. Under the draft growth blueprint, set to be finalized as early as June, the government will also promote large-scale investment to develop batteries for electric vehicles. The plan would underscore Tokyo's concern over a global chip supply shortage that has caused output disruption in Japanese automakers and threatens to hurt an export-reliant economy. In the growth strategy, the government will pledge to explain a current 200 billion yen fund to support the domestic chip-making industry and help boost output of advanced semiconductors. The first edition of Bodo's Expert Talk was a great success with many participants, contributors, and lively discussion on wide bandgap semiconductors. Recordings of the Expert Talk sessions from March are now available at Bodo's Power Systems magazine website. And the next episode is coming to you on June 30, so don't miss it. And don't miss the anniversary issue of the magazine in June. Bodo celebrates 15 successful years in a world of power electronics. That's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching, and see you in summer. Meanwhile, go to Marketing Cycle website for more information or join me in social media. Keep in touch.